Turn me up, I like my money like I like my niggas green. Face card, never decline of what I mean. Act up and you gon' make me make a scene. Only time you hear my voice is when they play me on the screen. Got bad habits, I'm not the one you wanna keep. She a trap star, put that lady on a tree. Got her ass so shook, she shaking like an apple tree. Yeah, this life ain't meant for you, but baby girl, it's meant for me. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. This lifestyle got girlies clocking on my teeth. This lifestyle can get you far, know what I mean. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. What it do? This my boo, she from the south. We running man just like these bitches run they mouth. I got the juice, but they still claim it, it's a drought. If I say I'm coming through, I'm about to flip the house. That boy crazy, say he tryna have my baby. Hold on, Slim Shady, just like Mariah, drive him crazy. Got him stressed, make him feel it in his chest. Ask him how it feel, just like a bullet with no vest. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. This lifestyle got girlies clocking on my teeth. This lifestyle can get you far, know what I mean. This lifestyle ain't meant for you, it's meant for me. Turn me up, I like my money like I like my niggas green. Face card, never decline of what I mean. Act up and you gon' make me make a scene. Only time you hear my voice is when they play me on the screen. Got bad habits, I'm not the one you wanna keep. She a trap star, put that lady on a tree. Got her ass so shook, she shaking like an apple tree. Yeah, this life ain't meant for you, but baby girl, it's meant for me. This lifestyle ain't meant.
Yes, and I am using a speaker. And before I go live right now, after I'm finished with this video, I want y'all to know, from now on, if you're commenting something weird, rude, disgusting, or you're just being mean and trying to call me ugly and chopped and stuff, coming at me, coming for me in my live or something, or in the comments on one of my videos, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna block you because I'm tired of it and y'all are getting on my nerves. It's not, because I'm not the 1, the 2, the 3, or the 4. Not even the 5. It's not the time or the place. I get paid to do this stuff. You do not. Let's not do this. Because I hate to block people's accounts. It gets on my nerves. And I bet you it's going to get on your nerves. So keep your comments. If they're rude, keep them to yourself.
Welcome back to the Vibers, the Blue Heart Gang, and if you're just getting here for the first time, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click those notification bells so that you can know every time I go live or when I do another upload, because now we are in a relationship and yeah, we got to get into this bullshit. Vibers, what it do? What is up? What is up? Okay, I know I'm late. So if y'all need to drag me in the chat, go ahead and drag your girl in the chat. Let me know if my sound is okay. Is the sound good? Is everything good? I hope so, because look, I told y'all when I called y'all today, I was going to call y'all with some bullshit, okay? Are we ready for the bullshit? Okay? Because last night we did 4 hours of literally dismantling, debunking, and pulling all of that shit apart that Claressa was putting down. And look, I didn't get a chance to watch it again, but I did watch a clip and I'm like, damn, Cam does not like Claressa. He don't like her. Did y'all get that? He does not like her. Okay? Just don't like her. It was crazy as hell. But she absolutely let him sit there. Because for me, if that would have been me on the receiving end, I would have had to like return some of that fake energy. You know what I'm saying? But she's really different. Thank you so much for the gifts. Oh, I got a goat. Y'all. I had to look over there at my husband because, you know, that's what they call him. And, you know, Claressa, don't be mad if I gotta go. Don't be mad. Don't be mad. Okay, don't be mad, boo. I'll share with you, even though you don't want to share with Layla or nobody else. I'll share with you, bitch. Anyway, do we have any birthdays? Do we have anything that we need to celebrate before we get into it? Before we get into it, okay? Thank you. So, oh, that's cute. I like the snapping finger. Those are so cute. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Do we got any birthdays? Let me look and see. Do we have anything that we need to celebrate or anything like that? Are we settled in? Does everybody have what they need? Has everybody had what they need? Have you gotten your blunts? I know people be drinking. I have yet to try it. Do you got your cut water? Y'all out here drinking cut water, acting a fool? Do y'all got y'all shit in order? Okay? Because we about to sit here. But girl. I didn't say that. Your birthday was Wednesday. I guess we could do. She said we could all use a little more money. I know that's right. It was Leo Lady's birthday Wednesday, and I guess we missed it. Let me make sure. Do we have anyone else? But John's son's first birthday. Okay. Twisted Tea. Wait a minute. Time with the twist said cut water on deck. Okay. All right. See, look, y'all, I can't do it though, because the vibers will tell y'all if I have a gummy or hit a blunt or something before the live, I speak with a lisp and I get real goofy. It's bad. It's bad. Okay. So happy birthday to Leo Lady, and happy birthday to Bajan's Princess's son. Okay. So let's get some birthday songs on deck. And let's get ready to get into this mess. We got some stuff, okay? Because first of all, before we get into the birthdays, I want y'all to consider this. Do y'all remember? It's been several times where Claressa is talking about Pap got hands, right? And acting like he Billy Badass, like somebody scared of him, and he gonna beat up people over her and all this kind of stuff. Baby, he ain't gonna do that. But anyway, so we done dug deep into the archives, muffins. Deep into the archives, okay? I'm talking damn near 20 years, okay? 18 years ago type shit, okay? We gonna pull some more receipts, okay? Since she don't know who this Negro is that she calls faithful and true and a great man, we about to remind her of what he is, okay? But before we do that, let's go ahead and get some birthday blessings on deck. For our birthdays, absolutely, we are wishing love, peace, blessings, abundance, open doors, blockages to be removed, everything according to your highest and greatest good. Okay, that's what we want for all of y'all. Okay, and let's get some ghetto affirmations up here and a birthday song. But since we got a baby in the birthday song, we're going to make sure we're going to do an appropriate birthday song today, because we don't play about the churn.
I hope your favorite drink is always miraculously in your refrigerator.
I hope whenever you check your bank account, you got more money in it than you actually expected to be in that motherfucker.
And I hope every time you go pay your utilities, that shit say zero balance due.
And I hope that every time you crank your car up, it's a full tank of gas in it.
Happy birthday, sweet pea. Happy birthday, sweet pea. Happy birthday to you. May our good Lord bless you. May our good Lord bless you. May the good Lord bless you. Happy birthday, sweet pea. Don't worry about nothing. It get better, trust me. Happy birthday, sweet pea. I love you, sweet pea.
All right, we love all our birthday girl alives and bros. Happy birthday, sweet peas. All right, shout out to the vibers. Okay, Caramel Cutie, thank you so very much for the super chat, muffin. She says, my old ass sleepy as hell, but I was not missing the party tonight. Let's go, baby. It's Saturday. It's Saturday. Okay, you damn right you not missing it. All right. And shout out to my girl, Danny. Hey, boo. How are you, Danny? She says, I'm passing the collection plate around. Baby, pass that mug around, okay? Pass it around, all right? 504 said, get that back blown out, okay? Or something. All right. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna go in and out, back and forth throughout memory lane. Right, we're gonna go back in the past, back to when Remy and Pap was together. Shout out to the 532 that are already with us, but we only have 266 likes, okay? And we about to get into some bullshit, so we gonna need them likes up, okay? We got 2 dislikes. Shout out to you hating ass hoes. And if there's some more, go ahead and hit that dislike button as well, because we don't give a fuck. We just like engagement around this motherfucker. So go ahead and, hey, hit the like button according to how you feel. Amen. All right. So, yes, back down memory lane. Okay. What's going on, Aurora View? She says, finally able to catch a live. Okay, girl, let's get into it. So, where shall we start, baby? Because my thoughts have been all over the place with his situation. Okay. But I do kind of want to be petty as usual, right? I do want to be petty. Okay. But I want to be serious too. I want to be serious too, and I want to go ahead, right? I want to go ahead and get into the mess. But before we even get into Claressa, Papoose, Remy, and the old garbage and beefs that he's had, and the very few times when he was going to nuck when somebody buck, we getting into that. Okay. We're getting into more of this timeline. Okay, I believe we're gonna expose something that I think everybody missed. Claressa be telling on herself so much through these interviews. It don't make no damn sense, y'all. Okay, it makes no sense. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and start there, because baby, we was being nosy, minding her business and stuff. But wait, before that, let the fight is coming up. And she was going on anti. She said that the tickets are 60% sold out. That's what she said. Okay. Now, looking at the app, it looks a little different, but okay. She said it's 60% sold out. We're going to go with that, right? Okay, hopefully she can get another 20, 30, maybe 40%, because she says she sells out arenas and shit, right? Um, but I also did notice that a lot of people are talking about going because of Zeus. What y'all think about that? Because Zeus Network does have a cult following. It got a lot of people like that Zeus bullshit. So I don't know if Claressa can take a full credit for the 60%. What y'all think? I don't know. I just don't know. Okay. Shout out to True Aries. Thank you so very much, girl, alive, for the super chat. She says, I got that sativa lit for this hot ass tea. Girl, puff, puff, and give. Okay. Shout out to Love 87. Hey, girl, alive. She says, yes, let's get into petty and serious. We are seriously petty. Okay. That's what it is. We're seriously petty, right? Okay. So, who remembers that Claressa was engaged during the time when she got with Pap? Okay, I'm sure we all remember. We're all nosy people around here. We mind everybody's fucking business. And we know that she was engaged to Tony Rich. We remember this, right? Okay. And we also remember something, a very important timeline date that both her and Papoose use, because they're both trying to do what? They're both trying to sell us some dates and narratives for a very particular reason. Okay. And for me, that whole reason is because they're trying to spin the public, because they don't want people to know how long they really been messing around. She slipped up. We all know it. She slipped up on Tamron Hall and said exactly when they first started gallivanting in the DMs. Okay. So, shout out to TMKC on the Cash App. Thank you so very much. I appreciate that muffin. Where my heart's at? What? Okay, I was going to say, is there a heart? Is there a heart in the house tonight? Okay, stand up. All right. So, Jay's Spot says she's not. Jay's Spot says she's not carrying Zeus. I don't know. I don't know what's going on about. I don't know. I'm not sure, but she's not selling tickets just on the strength of her name. We cannot discount that Ray J and all the people like them. And those are people that, are very, Atlanta known and stuff like that. Plus the Zeus girls and stuff like that. Lemmy, even though we don't like him, he got a little name. You know what I'm saying? But so back to this engagement. Back to this engagement, y'all. So, wait a minute. 504, why would you say that? It is too early in the stream for you to be getting sent to the wall. What's wrong with you? She says Zeus is trying to carry her like Mariah Carey on the sofa. Somebody grab her by the arm and march her to the wall. Why? Now I got this visual of Claressa being carried on the sofa in them white ass shoes, in them white platform shoes. Okay. Ain't it a shame that Mariah can't sing no more? I'm so sad about that for her. Shout out to My Tai. She said, "Is Pap still upstairs?" Baby, who knows? But we also gonna pull out the original time Pap was upstairs, okay? And I'm wondering if this Pap upstairs movement stems from actually something that was going on with Remy. There's a lot that we're going to cover, okay? Shout out to Tawana, amen, for the Cash App. We appreciate you, Muffin. Thank you. Thank you. So listen, where did Papoose and the official story for the public, right? The official public story. Where did Papoose and Claressa meet? Come on. Come on. Don't take all day. Don't take all day. Where was the official meeting place? Okay. Shout out to Anti-Afro Svengalis for the super chat. I appreciate you. She says, that's right. No shame in the game of nosy. Nosy people. Look, you got to be nosy. You got to be nosy. Okay. Nosy is a life skill. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. It is a life skill to be nosy, just like swimming. The first thing you need to learn is swim and be nosy. Okay. It saves your life. All right. Don't let nobody tell you nothing different. So at the Shakur Stevenson fight, right? Dominique said in Remy's DM. Okay, the Shakur Stevenson fight. And what happened at the Shakur Stevenson fight, y'all? I believe it was said that it was love at first sight. It was love at first sight, wasn't it? Amen. Okay. Well, what's interesting is that Claressa was wearing that ring that night, even though they said that was the meetup. That was when she gave him tickets to another fight and all this kind of stuff. And they end up being photographed. We showed that last week how she did the bait and switch. She posted a picture just herself, but the picture was really a couple of years old when Pap and her had got together. And then, all that, all this spinning they think they can do, but they can't. Okay. Because vibers are nosy, right? So let's go ahead and we have a dated receipt, okay? We have a receipt with a date on it, okay? The Shakur Stevenson fight was that July the 6th or something, somewhere around that. It was like July the 6th or July the 7th, something like that, right? So let's take a look at this receipt, okay? Because remember, they had just fell in love. They just, they went out, they started communicating and dating at the Shakur fight, where Tony Rich was present, mind you. Tony Rich is the former fiance who she should have stayed with. Okay.
How did that make you feel
When
when he slid into your DMs?
I found it disrespectful. Why? Because I'm engaged and my rock is bigger than his head. So it's like I found it disrespectful. And then also too, what was that? Was that just because what were you drinking and you thought about me one night or something? Right. I don't know, but I am hot stuff though. So I do understand him wanting to, I get it, but it's still just like, don't go about it that way, and have some respect. But
Claressa Claressa. So at this point, she's not talking, obviously, about Papoose sliding into her DMs. She is talking about, I want to say, this might have been when Tigger and her got into it. Or Cameron, I mean. It might have been that, but it definitely wasn't Papoose. But you saw she was flashing her rock, right? So let's give the date stamp, okay? Let me make this a little bit bigger so you can see the date. Because I don't want y'all to think I be telling stories. Shout out to the 801 in the chat. We got 412 likes. And our dislikes have disappeared from, wasn't it like 4? Now it's only 1. We need to do something about that, okay? We need some more likes, y'all. This is timestamp for when? July 19th, 2024. July 19th, 2024. Okay? The Shakur Stevenson fight was July 6th, 2024. Okay? They have all professed that their shit started then, even though we know it started before that. But this is her bragging about a relationship that she was in. This is her saying, you know, I'm engaged. Don't disrespect my engagement. But baby, don't disrespect your engagement. But you got text messages trying to hold a married man accountable for not being seen with you in public. Girl, what is wrong with you? Let's play it again.
How does that make you feel?
When
He slid into your DMs?
I found it disrespectful. Why? Because I'm engaged and my rock is bigger than his head. So it's like I found it disrespectful. And then also too, what was that? Was that just because what were you drinking and you thought about me one night or something? Right. I don't know, but I am hot stuff though, so I do understand him wanting to, you know. I get it, but it's still just like, don't go about it that way, you know, and have some respect. But
now listen, I don't know how she sat up there looking like Joe Frazier talking about she's hot stuff, but I am all about women's empowerment and being confident. Okay? No matter who your daddy is, be confident. Because again, let me see if my picture is up there. We don't know if Joe Frazier is her daddy or who is the other one that she look like. Because she looked like both of them. Okay, I don't know which one it is, but she's confident, and that's all that matters. Okay, that's all that matters. But another thing that matters is that you were engaged in flashing your big rock during this time, Muffin. You were flashing your big rock, like what, girl? Girl, okay? But contrary to popular belief, I'm actually happy about this, right? Even when Maserati Bud exposed her, I was kind of happy. I mean, that dude married. So if she was out here cheating on him while he was cheating on Remy, fair exchange ain't no robbery. Okay? It ain't no robbery in my eyes. Okay? So as we continue, let's see. We got some more super chats. Thank you so very much. I am unique. She says, got my popcorn and water, sipping on this good tea Nylah about to give us. Amen. And we about to do it. We definitely about to do it. All right. Shout out to my girl alive, Bella's Love. I definitely appreciate the super chat. Thank you, Muffin. Look at her giving me the hard sign back in her profile picture. Shout out to Carmel Cutie. Thank you for the super chat. She says, please check your Gmail. I will do that. And oh Lord, I don't even know if I want to read this because it's from 504. Ain't no telling what she about to say. But shout out to you, boo. You already know what it is. She says, is that cluster ring from the fake engagement video she did? Oh, and that's that musty sweatsuit she was panhandling from the garage. Who let you off the wall, 504? That's what who told you to come off the wall? I didn't. I don't know who let you off the wall, but you damn sure need to go back to that wall, honey. Okay? You need to go back. And yes, and look, don't shade her cluster. Don't shade her cluster. Because Tony Rich walked into the finest mall of Flint, Michigan. Y'all know where the cluster rings be at. They be in the middle of the damn mall. It'd be some Arab or Indian man sitting up there talking about, I give you a good deal just for you, my friend. Every time. Every fucking time. It's some Arab in the middle of the damn mall with a bunch of chipped up ass diamond cluster rings, shine the fuck up to the heaven, talking about they got a deal just for you, my friend, just for you. Every time. So Tony got her the biggest cluster he could find. Cost him a whole $350. But hey, I'm just saying it's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts. But you know what? That's what I'm saying. She don't know no better. She remember in high school when like you get your little first cluster ring, you don't know. You just think you got a bunch of diamonds. You don't know that's diamond dust. She don't know no damn better. She don't know no better. Let me see her fling that ring again.
How does that make you feel?
When
He slid into your DMs?
I found it disrespectful. Why? Because I'm engaged and my rock is bigger than his head.
Baby, but ain't nobody got in your DMs trying to get on, okay? And I'm telling you, that's part of her problem. This is why she keep trying to convince us how big her ass is and how fine she is and how everybody want her. Cause I don't know why she campaigning to be the most desired boxer, but y'all already know that's what it is. I have a feeling on what her real problem is. I really do. And I'm about to show y'all. Okay. Now this is connect. Now, when it comes to this vanity situation she got on, now again, I want every woman to be confident. Okay. And no matter what it is that you have, if your ass is flat and long and like a spoon, I still want you to make it shake. Okay. Make it shake. Okay. Do whatever it is. Okay. Do your thing. Have confidence. Okay. Because every woman that I know that was built like a turnip had 14 kids and a husband. Okay. So it don't matter. Don't matter. Don't let nobody shame you. Okay. Rock it how you rock it. So I'm not trying to shade her in that way. But you know, she got this problem with being desired, right? She got this thing where she got to tell everybody, I'm the finest, I'm the finest. He with me because I'm young, I'm bad as fuck, I'm this, I'm that. Okay. All right. So I tell you what, this is what we're about to do. Let me get this off of here. You know that song, her little diss song that she made about Alicia? And she said, I'm selling tickets, you selling pussy. That was really messed up. And how she tried to put all of these niggas on Alicia. You know what I'm saying? She tried to make it seem like Alicia was just spreading it high, low, and wide. Okay. And, she was taking pride in the fact that, ain't nobody had me. I ain't been around. Look, don't ever believe that hoe right there to say, hey, I ain't nobody never had me. Okay. I'm going to tell you what the problem is. I'm going to tell you right now. I'm about to show you. Let me pull it up. Because I have a sneaking suspicion that her whole problem wasn't nobody trying to get on. Okay? She was out here looking like her Uncle James Brown. Look at her there. She looked identical to this fellow that she took this picture with, right? While she around here talking about everybody else is sleeping around, everybody else is hoeing, and all of this kind of stuff. This is what was happening. Okay? She was upset. She was upset that wasn't nobody checking for her. Okay? Other than that white woman from over there in the UK who said that something was going on in the middle of the night one day. Okay? I'm just saying. Now she has come a long way. Shout out to Remy Ma for giving her those tips and inspiration and helping her to look like a lady. Okay? But I'm just saying. Okay? Yeah, it's definitely giving stud. It's giving stud. Okay? It's definitely giving stud. I mean, what does she have on, y'all? There is a way that you could wear conservative like shorts like that. I forgot what we call these type of shorts, but there's a way you could wear these shorts and still look like a lady. But when you wear shorts like this, you have to style them. You just cannot put this shit on, or you gonna be looking like you auditioning for Orange is the New Black. Okay? They got enough studs in that show. Okay? I cannot believe the super chat that I just saw out the corner of my eye. Her Majesty. Thank you so very much for the super chat, Her Majesty. But she said, And so 504, where are you? 504. Do me a favor. Come here, girl. Come here, 504. Grab Her Majesty by the hand and walk her to the wall with you. Because Her Majesty 321 just said, why is she wearing Carlton Banks clothes? And she really is. She is wearing Carlton Blank's outfit. She is. That is not right. That is not right. She's wrong for that. She is definitely wrong for that. But anyway, I just thought that was one of them interesting pieces of work. You know what I'm saying? Like, what does she have on, y'all? Talking about all these women is getting screwed on in the industry except for her. Baby, didn't they thought you was a boy? Them men thought you was a boy. They didn't know. If them men is in the gym sparring with men that look like you every day, what makes you think they're gonna try to get some from you? They don't know what the hell is going on, girl. I'm just saying. Okay, let's go a little bit further. Cause yes, we have to do a little, we got to get our jokes in, but we have to show receipts as well. All right. So let me get her off of there because that picture is really disturbing me. So one of the things that works my nerves about her is the bragging on the character of Papoose. And one thing that I wanted to bring out tonight, we got a lot of clips for us to sit through and listen through. Listen, Claressa keeps trying to act like Papoose is a prize fighter, right? And the jury is kind of out on that one and kind of swayed to it being the opposite side. I just, you know what I'm saying? I'm picking up receipts and finding stuff from back in the day. I'm talking about 18, 19, 20 years ago that suggests that Papoose is not that nigga. Okay? He is not someone that, is invoking fear into other men. So look, y'all good because we got a lot of clips to go through. Okay? We got a lot of clips to go through. So y'all need to sit back and relax. Amen. And shout out to 504 who has left the wall. Thank you so very much, 504. She said that scabies from that skid mark mattress where she was wearing just for the mattress was wearing that just for me perm out. She's a new man every time we see her. Just go to the wall. Please just go to the wall. Just go to the wall. For real. For real. For real. I'm not going to call you no more. Okay? Listen, y'all. Oh, before I even show that, see, all over the place, I have to show you guys this. I know you guys have been seeing the soft launch of the new Black Love content. Have y'all not been seeing it? Have y'all been seeing it? The soft launching that her and Papoose are doing of their Black Love content. Now I'm starting to believe that Papoose might be behind the mimicry of Remy's clothing and hairstyles. I believe it now. Y'all tell me if this is a reach. Okay? Tell me if this is a reach. But look at here. Okay, let me move myself over a little bit. So, on over my left shoulder, we see Papoose feeding Claressa as she just relaxes and lounges in the tub. Okay? And this is her expression of her having the good life. Okay? And then on the right of me, we have Remy Ma, his current wife, who this woman mimics all the time, who is wearing the flopped Black Love brand that Papoose tried to get off. Isn't that interesting? Do y'all feel like this is do you feel like this is a reach? Are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Do y'all see what I'm seeing? I'm asking. Do y'all see what I'm seeing? Okay. So can y'all do me one favor? Now that we're showing this, I need y'all to do me one favor. And this is messy, baby. This is messy. This favor, this is a mess ass favor. Okay? When a nigga get before you with some dark shades on, talking about somebody stealing his content, when he reveals this to you, make sure you tell that motherfucker he lying. Okay? All right. Moving right along. Okay? But this was really disturbing to me. This is really, and you know what? Barbara. Come here, Barbara. Barbara, come to the front, Muffin. Come here, Barbara Drummond. Is you Mr. Drummond's wife? Because Mr. Drummond never had a wife. I'm talking about from Different Strokes, the Drummonds. Listen, I did not recognize that bathtub didn't have no goddamn water in it. How did you recognize that? She said in the tub with bubbles but no water, and I don't see no water. I don't see not a drop of water, y'all. I don't see no water nowhere. Sure don't. But okay. But either Pap is orchestrating this, but I also do feel like they're doing a soft launch to get into the reality TV situation. That is quite obvious. Okay. That like they definitely are trying to. I guess he said if it worked last time, it might work this time too. Okay. I guess Pap is saying to himself, let's not reinvent the wheel. Okay, why reinvent the wheel? Okay, it worked that last time, it's gonna work this time too. I guess that's what he's thinking or whatever. And he knows she don't care. Okay, although we do know that she was sitting there on that mattress, on that dirty mattress that's been floating around my internet for years now, watching Love and Hip Hop, thinking, manifesting, saying one day that's gonna be me. That's gonna be me. Okay. Shout out. Shout out to it's G Unit. Thank you so very much for the super chat, G Unit. G Unit says, Nylah, you be having the receipts. I told Voodoo TV to go live with you. She thinks everyone's jealous because Pap upgraded and Clarissa's more popping. Baby, that is a level of foolishness that I cannot. Everyone is jealous. I, I really, that is some interesting psychology. That is some interesting psychology. Did she miss the many times that this girl has repeated this woman? If you think about it, the dissing, think about that song that she released. Uh she her man, what did she say in the lyrics? She says something to the effect, she don't like me because I spend money. And she's a boss and all this kind of stuff. And she's literally been taking shots at Remy for the longest, and the receipts are out about this. Remember, Nigeria came through and said she wanted 50 to post that. She's been trying to come at Remy for all that time. So how do you make up in your mind that a white and okay, so this is petty, right? This is just some petty bitch shit that I'm about to say. Even though Remy is, look, at least 10 years older than her, more than 10 years older than her. Yeah, more than. She's about 14 or 15 years older than her. She looks younger. She looks better. She's more acclimated into the celebrity lifestyle in a way that she does not embarrass herself. She's paid her dues. She's respected by people. She's accomplished a lot. She's overcome a lot. And this is what I need people to understand. The stuff that you want to shade Remy about, like her doing time before and all this kind of stuff, really think about it. If they both started off poor, right? They both started off poor. So we can't say that, well, Claressa came from poverty. So did Remy, right? Remy even got locked up. Remy has been taking care of everything. Papoose been riding on this girl's back since she got home, since before she even, got out of jail, right? Everything that Claressa wants to do and be at this very moment is centered around what Remy has already done. right? Down to marrying Papoose and having his child. All those things that she aspires to do, Remy did it. Okay? Fame, Remy did it. Score millions, did it. Living in a $1 million, living in a mansion, Remy did it. Claressa got a regular house. Claressa house ain't no different than mine. Claressa has not done anything that, like, honestly, her lifestyle is no different than any upper middle class person in America. Like, seriously. Like, why would she be jealous of her? That don't even make no sense to me. But it got to make sense somewhere on some galaxy, just not on mine, Muffin. Okay. Shout out to Jay's Jay's Ha- Jay's Tatum. I don't know, baby. But thank you very much. She said Pap is starting to wear hats that fit. Perfect match. Well, he need to get her a matching helmet though. Okay. If he get her a helmet, he'll be all right. Shout out to Mixtress Monica. Thank you so very much. She says, I'm embarrassed. Every time she speaks, she sounds so immature and she's constantly bragging on her body parts and old accolades. Girl, I've never seen a bad bitch having to profess being a bad bitch every 5 minutes. I mean, you might acknowledge it, you might see them acknowledge that they're bad or whatever, but I've never ever just seen someone, I'm bad, my body is this. And you know what I've never ever seen too? This is my first time seeing this. When he asked her, why is he with her or something, the weird answer where she was like, um, because I'm fine and I'm young and I'm this and I'm that. That was the stupidest shit I've ever heard. That was the stupidest shit. And then even thinking about what she was saying the other day when she was responding to Miss Shanika or whatever, he liked me because of what my punana does. Girl, girl, I just, y'all, we're gonna have a stream one day where we're just gonna have grown woman talk. Okay? Because apparently the churn ain't been being raised. Okay? It's like it's like listening to the young woman who believes everything that men tell her. It's insane. It's insane. I knew at 18 and 19 not to listen to that type of stuff. Like, men will tell you anything to get what they want. And I don't know why she don't understand that. Girl. Shout out to Christine. Christine, thank you very much. She says Papoose looks like he should be selling some bean pies in that pic. That's a job, right? Well, kinda. It kinda is a job, and I do not disagree. He do look like he got a final call under his sleeve some damn where. Okay. Mixtress Monica says, why is he not wearing a robe? Remy's husband is wearing a hat, shades, and shoes. This photo shoot doesn't make sense. He's going back upstairs. Baby, well, it was a guy. Mixtress Monica, do you remember when we used to be going in on the manosphere and we had all the niggas over there crying and weeping when Taz would have them all over there crybabying or whatever? I remember it was this one guy who has since come out as gay, but he used to sit up there and drag black women all the time. He used to talk about the women that he would mess around with in the space, and if they were undesirable, he would say something like, I would sleep with you, but I wouldn't even take my clothes off. That's what this is giving. She's in a I guess a seductive way. She's in the bathtub with no water and bubbles, and this is supposed to be like a sexy scene, but he's not giving sexy. He's giving that he's going to Bible study or something. I don't know. I don't know. It's just it don't match. But she might have produced it too. She don't know. Okay. American Nightmare Horror. Who stole your content, Nylah? Was it a motherfucker with a Jerry curl that buys subscribers? Salute to you from Cooking with Frank. Shout out to Cook. Is that really you, Cooking with Frank? Shout out to Cooking with Frank. I hope that's you. Cooking with Frank. Y'all follow him on Facebook until he's able to get his ass back on YouTube. That is a funny nigga. Okay, he is extremely funny. And he be roasting the Shields family down to their socks. It's terrible. It's just terrible, child. Okay? Shout out to Callie B from the Bay. Callie B from the Bay says, looks like this is a lifetime movie for my man, for my man moment. Oh my God, it does. It does. That's exactly what it looks like. Okay? And Jay's, thank you so very much for the super chat. Jay says, I never knew her until Remy. I didn't either. I didn't know who she was. I remember the day the bullshit popped off, and because my husband, he watches all kind of sports. This Negro even be watching like Japanese baseball and shit. He watches all sports, golf, anything. So first thing I said, I was like, what do you know about Claressa Shields? And he was like, she a women's boxer. He was like, but don't nobody care about that. And I'm like, huh? He was like, yeah. He was like, she good. He was like, she's holding her own, but it's he was like, it's not a big deal per se or whatever. But I had never heard of her. And it's like, she literally has used her affairs to make herself, very relevant on social media. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. Shout out to my girl, Lovejoy again. She says, thank you for joining the live. Don't forget to hit the like. Do not forget to like and subscribe and enjoy the show. Okay. And my girl, hey, boo. Christine says she act like her poo nicety do flips. Child, look, and let me tell you something. Okay, baby, you 31. Okay. You probably know about Kegels, honey. You probably know about Kegels because everybody know about Kegels, okay? She thinks she got some special coochie, okay? Tell me when you find out what the art of pumpour is, Muffin. And then you can talk to a grown woman. Get your butt on somewhere. Probably don't even know how to properly wipe yet. Talking about what her poo nanny can do. Girl, if you don't sat down somewhere, Muffin, probably don't even know how to properly keep things together yet. Okay? Girl. Anyway, honestly though, I did not know. I did not know anything about this girl until she just started making herself a part of social media. And now, like she says, Mrs. Always Viral. I mean, I think she likes it that way. I really, really do. Shout out to Erica Coleman on the super chat. Hey, girl, thank you so very much, Muffin. I appreciate it. Now let's get into some mess. Well, after one more super chat, I'm gonna catch them all though. Don't worry. Okay, we're gonna catch them all. Lulu 80s baby said, off topic. Cause see, y'all be spilling tea through super chats, and I think that's funny as hell. She said off topic. But Maserati Bud posted where she FaceTimed him on Pap's birthday. No one ever talked about this. Girl, la la. That was Pap's birthday when she was FaceTiming him. Girl, do y'all hear this? It was she's so disrespectful. And I love that for her. Oh my God, that is so good. Baby, I'm so happy to hear that she was cheating on Pap while he was cheating on everybody else. Cause let's be clear. It wasn't just her. So I'm happy about that. But she needs to stop trying to, shame other women for being single and doing single women's things, because I absolutely did want to know why she was shading Alicia, even if Alicia was throwing punani all over the place. Alicia's not married, and I don't think any of the men that she was messing around with were married either. So it's just like there's a disconnect with this girl when it comes to that. Now let's get into some more nosiness, honey, because that's exactly what we came for, is some nosiness. Okay. And one thing, if we don't get too tired, y'all know how like stuff hit different when we know information. When we get through all of this stuff that I got lined up for us to talk about, if it's not too late and I'm not too tired or whatever, and y'all cool, I want to go through one of Remy's lives, because y'all, it's not the same. I'm telling you, this shit is different now. Remy, there are some clues in there that I catch every time I watch it looking for something else. Okay? Every time I watch it, something else comes up and I'm like, damn, she said that. And it's like it's starting to make sense. You know what I'm saying? So, let's get into it. What are we going to go to first? Let's do this. Let's get this off the screen. Okay. Let's get this off the screen. And have y'all heard about a time in history? Should I go here first or there first? You know what? These videos are long. So maybe I'll save the rest of the stuff for tomorrow and we'll do these first. But here, tell me this, y'all. Have y'all heard about the space and time when Fat Joe and Papoose were into it? Have y'all heard about that time? Because we about to revisit it. And I'm gonna check my email right now, Caramel Cutie. But let me get this in rotation real quick.
We got Fat Joe on the line.
Hello.
Jonesy, since when you know me to be a punk in your life?
No, I ain't call you a punk.
All right, this is what I'm hearing. Yo, Jonesy, you have never known Fat Joe to back down from anybody in the history of mankind. Papoose is a pussy boy. Weigh about 60 pounds.
Joe.
Say what now, Fat Joe? Now, mind y'all, this recording is about 18. It's 18 years old. This is an 18-year-old recording. Okay. So just so we're here. So there's a lot more. Let's go ahead and listen.
Listen.
You can't, but I gotta, if you do it again, Ebro's gonna make me dead the interview. You gotta keep it clean.
I don't really care about it. I'm just trying to let you know.
I'm telling you that I want you to talk. I want you to say whatever you want to say.
Hold up. Calm down,
can't,
Jonesy. Calm down.
You're being too descriptive.
Calm down, Jonesy. You talking about me every other week. Every other week.
Joey, you know what? Let's me and you talk. Let's not even do it on air because it seems like you have an issue with me. So we'll talk behind the scenes.
DJ Whiteout.
All right, it's 9:37 on Miss Jones in the morning. So Fat Joe is on the phone, and the reason why I had to stop. No, he's up. Okay. Yeah, the reason why I had to stop is because he said a cuss that ain't permitted on the radio. Right. And then he kept on going, so I had to stop him because I'm not getting in trouble. I can say certain curses, but other ones I can't. And he said the one that I can't. But so what I did was we've been taping him so that we could play back his version or the truth or whatever it is that he had to say. But now we're back up and Joe's on the line. So Joe, if you feel like starting from the top again, you can. Or
I don't want to start from the top again.
Then you gotta hold on so that I can play back the interview. All right. Then hold on, and here we go.
Hello. So I'm on the radio. So check this out. New York City, y'all know me better than this. Papoose weighs about 60 pounds flat. I will knock out Papoose with one hand behind my back. This boy here, man, Cassidy did not set up Papoose. America, you gotta know Cassidy didn't know nothing about what was going on. 50 Cent is up on the radio disrespecting me. Papoose in the background laughing, joking around. He's Remy Martin's husband. She got diarrhea out her mouth. All I ever do for this bum chick was take her out the projects and get her Beamers and Benzes, move her to Jersey and put money in her pocket. Let's keep it real. That's her man.
Okay, so I'm gonna tell y'all, I had never heard this before today, and I thought I had heard that there was an issue with Fat Joe and Remy and Papoose at one time, but I never knew the extent of it, just so you know. So obviously there was a little beef here. Okay, let's go.
He can't control his girl. She up there disrespecting my wife, my family, talking reckless on the radio. All right, cool. Jackpot, I got a show in North Carolina. I'm eating dinner. They come up and they tell me, yo, Papoose is downstairs in the first floor. There's Yo Gotti is there, the rapper. Gucci Man is there. Cassidy is there. And there's 40 people there. 40, the real story's going to come out. There was 40 people there. I knock on room 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 110. The door opens. There's 30 people in the room. Sweets, girls, everybody smoking blunts. Cassidy's there, Papoose there. I walk in with three dudes. I walk up in there. I'm on promo tour. I walk in there with 3 dudes. When I get in there, I don't know when I walk in that door, Papoose got 30 dudes with him. I walk up in there, I ask him, what's poppin', homie? What's good? Do you have a problem with me? I'll tell you the truth, I was hoping he would have said no, and I would have went back upstairs to eat my dinner. So you know what you're saying? He's running around the room, jumping over. You know they got hotel rooms, Envy, when you're on the road, they got the little kitchen in there? Mm-hmm. He jumps over the wall and traps himself in the corner, right? So I go up in there, I say, yo, Papoose, do we have a problem, homie? He says, well, you want it to be a problem? At that point, he caught what we call the beats, right? His man's jump in the way. His DJ, did he tell you his DJ is in the hospital still? His man jumps in the way, got 2-piece Bloody Mary. His whole face is ripped up, right? His man, he got some real good human shields. His other man, who's his best friend, his lip looked like an 18-wheeler tire when we was done with that boy. When they finally had enough, Papoose never threw a punch. He's crouched down. I felt so sorry for this boy, Miss Jones. I gave him the beats. I was telling him, you better respect me. This is the beats. I felt so sorry for this boy right here. I let him go, and I'm mad that I let him go. I felt sorry for this guy.
Did he say that Papoose didn't throw no punch, child? Claressa, baby, we gotta talk.
Papoose, he's like, oh, you know, running out the room. He caught a couple of snuffs on the way out, too. Boom, we walk out the room, so I'm walking out. Papoose says, Joe, can I talk to you, man? Please, can I talk to you, Joe? Please, can I talk to you? Please, please. Please, can I talk to you? I'm like, all right, I come down the hall. Do you want to fight? Do you want to fight? Again, Papoose, this is abuse. If you put me lined up next to Papoose, this is abuse. The fact that anyone in New York City would entertain the fact that Papoose, the dude is on the internet now for getting punched in his face doing a stripper dance on a pole by some other dudes a month ago. Then they beat his man down to death, and he's standing there looking at them beating up his man. This guy here, Snuff Fat Joe Crack, the realest rapper ever rap in history? That's what you're telling me? I spoke to him. I asked him 40 times, Miss Jones, but let me know, do you want to apply? I said, Papoose, there's only 3 of us here, Papoose.
Joey, let me ask you something.
Listen, don't run back. He called me, begged me to come down there to talk to him. And he ain't tell you that he lost his watch.
He did say that.
All right, he told you that.
He said that.
He's begging me, yo, can I get my watch back? I don't got your watch, Papoose.
He didn't say that.
He's begging me. I'm telling you the truth. He's begging me. You know what the problem is, Miss Jones? That before we report these media takeouts and gossip stuff and stuff like that, we should check up with everybody to find out what's right and what's wrong. What's the story? Why don't you call Yo Gotti? I'm sure MD knows Gucci Man. You know the guy who busts his guns? Gucci Man, the realest rapper for ATL, who shoots people all the time? Call him. So he could tell you. Call 40 other people that were there who seen it. This is such a shame. This is such a shame what they trying to do to me, 50 Cent, with all this internet stuff. This is disrespect.
But why don't you go say, why haven't you ever gone to 50 to, like, it seems like he's the bottom, the brewing of this.
I asked 50 million times.
Like, why aren't you fighting him?
Listen, I asked 50 a million times to let me fight him. Miss Jones,
you don't ask him, though. If you could fight him, you just run up and Papoose him.
All right, you know what you do to him? And then there's 20 security guards there who are police.
At least you got yours off.
No, you don't get yours off because he'll hide behind them and he won't get his off. You understand what I'm saying? He's gonna hide behind them like
Papoose
he did
Papoose said you got 9 security, 9
but you want to know what, Miss Jones?
Cops with you.
You want to know what, Miss Jones? Hip Hop Weekly, the magazine will be out next week. They interviewed Yo Gotti. They interviewed Papoose's Cassidy's manager. They interviewed
hold on, Joey. Hold on, because I gotta start playing this.
I will not be stopped. I will make more hit records. 50 Cent cannot stop me. I have asked him to fight me the cordial way. He could call Chris Lighty. He could call anybody. He's cop diesel. He takes steroids. I've seen him on Larry King. Larry King on CNN said he takes steroids. Come with it already, man. Be a man. He has 20 police officers. You know how he comes up to that station, Josie. Don't act like you don't know how he moves.
No, he can't even come up. He hasn't been up to the station.
Let me explain something to you, Miss Jones. That's what it is with 50 Cent. 50 Cent don't want a problem with me. 50 Cent is a victim. 50 Cent got stabbed by a black child. 50 Cent got shot up, and the guy who shot him up parties in the club every night, and he does nothing about it.
But
like, I don't know where is the illusion of him being tough.
Are you perception? People's perception is reality. It doesn't matter what's true. It doesn't matter what's factual. If a person is perceived a certain way, people might believe that.
Factual. What's factual about him?
No,
Listen.
if it's factual that I'm saying that what you're saying is factual if you're saying he's not tough. I'm saying the facts might be that he's not tough. But if a person's perception of 50 is that, that nigga tough, that nigga...
That's why me, Miss Jones, that's why 50 said, who made him the authority? Who made him the authority? Who made him that could talk about Puff Daddy's baby's mother? Who made him who could call Nas's wife a bitch? Who made him disrespect Jada Kiss? Who made him disrespect Cameron? Who made him disrespect Little Kim? Who made him disrespect Shine, who's the realest dude in jail doing 10 years for busting his guns? Who made him diss everybody and nobody says nothing to him? You know what the problem is, Miss Jones? I won't back down to no man in the world. I won't back down to no man in the world, Miss Jones. And he has a problem with that. So if he has a problem, come get me, because I'm everywhere you look. I'm everywhere you look. Look, matter of fact, I like to invite everybody to my album release party at the X Bar in the heart of the Bronx, in the hood of the hood, the 12th. I will have $1 million in jury on. If you like to rob people, come rob me. Somebody do something, please.
All right, so that was definitely that was Fat Joe's interpretation that what happened. And you know what? I did, someone in the chat said Cassidy co-signed this. I did listen to Cassidy talking about it. It was a very annoying interview. I forgot to download it. That's how annoying it was, is because she just wouldn't shut up. And but what I gathered from that is he didn't want to tell. So he wouldn't necessarily confirm or deny everything. But I also got, and I haven't fully listened to him because I like to kind of like get a natural reaction with you guys. But we've got a couple of other accounts of this. Do me a favor, get those likes up so we can get into the rest of it. Okay. Yeah. The shit was real. Okay. It was real back in the day. And shout out to Jay again, says it's never Pap who's saying she's fine, beautiful, or any of that. And he be laughing at her ugly photos. And remember, even though Negroes will lie and don't have a problem with bagging ugly chicks, he did tell Remy that she was ugly. So there's that. And shout out to Jay again, who says she makes everything she wears look musty. And she does. And I it literally, y'all remember tell me I'm not the only one. But didn't we all have a cousin that smelled a little bit like pee? She just seemed like she's the cousin that smelled a little bit like pee. Okay? She just is. Uh-huh. And shout out to Robin. Robin says, "Hey lady, I love watching you because of the realness. Thank you." She says, "But I think this will be the best obsession movie ever, baby." I'm, to be honest, look, chat, y'all, I am afraid for how bad this could end, right? So I skip ahead in my classes and in my books and stuff like that. So I'm literally like going beyond what I'm supposed to be studying right now within this semester. Listen, I'm reading about case studies of people that are exact. When I tell you 100%, they are Claressa in nature, in how they move, and it has something to do with she's a younger woman who wants this man that is married, and they're talking about the different dynamics of her personality and the different things that she does, and causation and all this kind of stuff. And when I'm reading some of this stuff and then I'm cross-referencing with other stuff that I'm researching and stuff, it's scary because I don't think people recognize how deep this could go. This could go so deep that Pap could be in danger if he don't comply. Like, it's not a game. This is not a game. This, based on observations and patterns, because of course I cannot diagnose. I'm just I'm just a student. I'm not a psychologist, and she's not my client, so I can't diagnose. But I can peep patterns, and based on the patterns, it could look, y'all. It's bad. It's bad. Okay. And shout out to the one Nubian Queen. Thank you so very much for the super chat muffin. I definitely appreciate it. So let's go ahead and get into some more stuff. So what we just heard was Fat Joe, right? And now there are a couple of other people who were around during that time who also are talking about it. So let me get this one in first. I might have to skip forward a couple of minutes on this one.
You ready, Nick? Let's get him.
Yo, what's good, my boy? What's up, huh?
What's good, my nigga?
So, how you doing, man?
Good. You ready to do this?
Yeah, you're always ready, man. You know that.
Okay. Go on and introduce yourself.
I mean, Flip CMB4, man. Everybody know me, man, from the streets. You know, I used to be repping the nation of thuggication.
Smack DVD, Papoose, Street Sweepers Entertainment.
Okay, as y'all can see, this is Papoose with his little ugly face, and that's the guy talking and behind him. So I guess they slid that in there so we can see who that guy actually is.
Y'all know the anthem.
No, we don't know the anthem. We're going to fast forward, though.
Good, my nigga.
So, how you doing, man?
Good. You ready to do this?
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
He was standing right next to him. He was very outspoken. He was.
And everybody know me, man, from the streets. You know, I used to be repping the nation of thuggication.
Oh, shoot. I rewound too far. Sorry, guys.
Discussion about how why he isn't as visible as he once was, and what happened to the whole thuggication situation. So we're gonna tap in and get the floor to Flip right now. Flip, tell me how long you was rapping.
Me, man, I've been rapping since, you know, first let me start off by saying I'm a child that have a speech impediment. So, you know.
Yeah, we don't care about your trauma. We care about the tea. So let's fast forward a little bit, baby.
And him used to, you know, go everywhere, battling everybody. Because as soon as I got my confidence up, like it was over. You know what I'm saying? You know, you win that first battle and all that. Now I'm like, yo, fuck that stuttering shit. Like, I'm going at these niggas, man.
Right.
Shit. But that's how it was.
Initially, how did you meet Papoose?
When he first moved around the way, because Pap he's from Queens. You know what I mean? But he moved around the way when he was in the 3rd grade. He moved on my block. Well, he moved on the next block from me. I lived on Bainbridge between Rockaway and Thomas S. Boylan. He lived in Thomas Boylan, Bainbridge between Thomas Boylan and Saratoga. So he moved around there when we was, I think, in 3rd grade, and he was in class. And, you know, he moved, like, at this time around the way, it was, like, if you walk to the store on the corner of Rockaway, don't mean that you could go to the store on Hopkinson, which is now Thomas Boylan. You know what I mean? It was that serious in our hood at that time. So, you know, he was in my class. He was new. I took a liking to him. So, you know, I introduced him to the hood and stuff. So, you know what I mean? He could be all right and have a pass because, you know, that's how it was. Like, you just ain't coming around our hood and doing like whatever you want.
So you original Bainbridge.
Oh yeah, I'm born and raised on that block. My mom's my Alfred was going to sell a house that I stayed in. I grew up in. So my mom said no. She bought that house from her, and that's how she owned it. And he gave her an opportunity because she lived there for years. You know what I'm saying? So she gave her first opportunity. She was working 2 jobs, and you know he loved my mom's. Man, God bless the I forgot his last name. Alfred. What is it? I can't think of it, but his family, I send my love to them. It's Essie and all them. But yeah, I grew up on Bainbridge.
Okay.
From day one. I was born in Kings County Hospital. That's what my mom's, you know, that's where she was the head nurse. I was born in Kings County Hospital and everything. I'm official. I'm a BK native.
At which point did the music start to become meaningful? When did it become something that went beyond the block? Was you with him when he I think his first big situation was like meeting Coogee Rap or something like that? Was you around him?
Nah. We fuck with G Rap, but that wasn't the first major situation. Like we did the Big L tribute. We skipping a lot of shit though. You got to go through DR period.
Let me fast forward a little bit, Cause I mean, I just don't. We got to get to the T.
At this time, though, you know, I'm just in the cut as far as I'm next level, but I'm not, you know, on the mic and rhyming and all. I'm doing my own little thing. But Pat, like he had him incorporated, you know, he wanted to be by himself, but he still was incorporated with, you know, Smooth and Trick. Like that's who D was messing with. So he liked the Pap. He was taking Pap 2 under the wing. But yeah, that was a whole lot. Like we learned a lot. Shout out to Smooth and Trick. Next level, DV alias Christ. Those my mans,
Okay,
like, you know what I mean, family.
DV alias Christ. So this is Papoose. This is his roots with these guys that you naming, because they was established at the time.
Yeah, like me, listen, DV alias Christ, I'm talking about, see, Smooth and Trig is a little older than us. Those are like, you know what I mean, like our OGs, you know what I mean? So we coming up, like, you know what I mean? I'm doing shit behind Trig. Like Trig was somebody like I wanted to put on for, that's my son. He put on, I mean, you know how you young and you respect your older crowd? And we always trying to show that we coming up and we doing us. Yeah. So, you know, Smooth and them was rappers in the hood. So that's how it was. Like when we was young, Smooth and them was shooting a video. Me and Pap was like, you know what I mean, hanging on the gate and up the hill, you know, strapped up, doing shit like that, running around. So, but DV alias Christ, we actually was peers in the IS 271. In the lunchroom, we used to battle on the tables and stuff, you know what I mean, with the beatboxing and the rapping up the hill, down the hill. Like we came from that ledge. So we really, you know, started out together.
Okay.
That's family.
Okay, so when was the Thuggication collective put together? When was that established?
Now that collective started in that was established in 610 Bainbridge Street by me and Papoose. Me and Papoose made the rules and what you call the regulations, and you know we drew up a lot of stuff as far as with the Nation of Thuggication. That was him and me.
Okay, so let me fast forward a little bit more. I'm trying to get to what I was hearing earlier.
Okay.
Definitely.
So
and I you know I inspired, not to cut you off, but you know I inspired people up north too. When I was locked up, I took my shit over because the kids was acting like that shit was a big deal. I said, yo, man, I was looking for college credits, and they like, yo, you ain't got your diploma and all that. So I wound up taking my shit in there just to inspire them and show them becoming a valedictorian all by mistake. Motherfuckers was like, this dude is crazy. Dead ass. But it inspired other kids. Like, I think like 15 or 16 of my mans that was in there that they wound up getting their diploma too. Well, they, you know what you call it. It's the same thing. They're GED.
I got my GED.
Yeah, but they still got it. They got something. Yeah, they got it.
I got
certified.
mine too.
I show that.
I went to college.
Oh Lord, we not talking about GEDs, Muffin.
Still appreciate it. How the fuck as a fan I'm not supposed to feel good? That's her shit.
Okay.
Whoa.
So
used to be little shit like that used to get me upset.
You was with him through the whole Smack.
I used to protect that man, and make sure he was okay.
Every one of them videos, front of the corner store.
Everyone. Listen, man, I was with everything. I tell him in his face, didn't I tell you don't give Remy that thing? Didn't I tell you that? And you said, why? I said, because she gonna fucking shoot somebody. You act like you don't know, like you don't got your fucking brain turned on sometimes. You let this rap shit get your mind all fucked up. Sometimes people get caught up into, you know, the image. They start feeling like, you know, if you, not to say I'm not trying to be vindictive and all that, but I always refer, because I was a kid, I love Superman. Like you a Superman kid like me. Who was your Superman? Keanu Reeves, right? The man that fell off the horse and wound up sitting his ass in a fucking wheelchair, which I was like, damn, that's Superman.
That's Christopher Reeves, not Keanu, dear.
That's what some people happened to him. He thought he was.
Did y'all hear what I just heard though? Let me rewind that.
Yo, Smack used to call Pap for everything, you know what I mean? And then that was my man, Smack. He ain't even know I rap, so when he heard me, hey man, if you remember Sub-Zero 2 from K Slade,
all of them, I know all of
them. Sub, yeah, God bless K Slade. So, you know, Sub used to always be like, yo, Flip, yo, rap and all that, like, and you know, I used to do shit for Sub, but then I'd be like, yo, Sub, I didn't put that shit out. He said, yeah, man, that nigga Pap told me don't play it, man, don't put it out. I was like, word. Like always shit like that, like he's trying to set me up to come out with somebody special, like it's set up. Like God bless Mike Beck. When me and Mike Beck, we made a joint. Mike Beck called me upset, man. I'm like, yo, man, what up? He like, yo, what the fuck wrong with this nigga? I'm like, what happened? He's like, nah, I told Slay to play the joint. Slay like he can't play it because Flip on it and Pap got something special set up. So I'm like, yo, Pap, why the fuck could you tell Slay he can't play the joint? He like, no, I'm just saying you repping Thugger Case. So I'm like, yo, nigga, listen, man, me repping Thugger Case ain't got nothing to do. That's my man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you always got an excuse for, yo, if you doing something like, what you call it, the same thing with his wife. When Rem said, yo, I don't want Thuggication on my album. I want Flip on my shit. Yo, Flip, you jacking that? Yeah, I'm jacking that. Remy said, I'm a Remy fan. She making me feel good. I'm not knocking the fact that she don't want my mans, but the fact that she want me, I'm still appreciative. How the fuck as a fan, I'm not supposed to feel good? That's her shit.
Okay.
Whoa.
So,
used to be little shit like that to get me upset.
You was with him through the whole smack.
I used to protect that man, man, and make sure he was alright.
Every one of them videos, front of the corner store.
Everyone. Listen, man, I was with everything. I tell him in his face, didn't I tell you don't give Remy that thing? Didn't I tell you that? And you said, why? I said, because she gonna fucking shoot somebody. You act like you don't know, like you don't got your fucking brain turned on sometimes. You let this rap shit get your mind all fucked up. Sometimes.
So he told Papoose to not give Remy the blicky.
People get caught up into, the image. They start feeling like, if you, not to say I'm not trying to be vindictive and all that, but I always refer, because I was a kid, I love Superman. Like you a Superman kid like me. Who was your Superman? Keanu Reeves, right? The man that fell off the horse and wound up sitting his ass in a fucking wheelchair, which I was like, damn, that's Superman. That's what some people happened to him. He thought he was Superman, so you start doing things like that and you start acting as such, thinking that anything gonna go. But you just a person. And he got real obnoxious and big-headed and started doing things that caused a lot of issues. And instead of trying to say, I made a mistake, let me step back and start, taking counsel and start observing and trying to do better, you just say fucking and start doing things way more wrong. And that's how shit fell apart.
You was there through the Uncle Murder situation?
Yeah, I was there through the Uncle Murder situation. I thought, like I said, like Uncle Murder, I like Uncle Murder. Shout out to Uncle Murder. Because he, like, you know what I mean? Like, to me, man, that thing was about, like, that shit was a gimmick. He trying to say Uncle Murder was sounding like him, his style, man. That shit was about him being jealous, man. The first thing he told me, man, honestly, was like, yo, because boom, some shit happened with Remy wound up going to hang out with him.
He felt threatened by Murder?
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. Shout out to Murder, but something happened. Look, it was a situation. Look, Remy wound up going to hang out with them. His team, whoever, you know what I mean?
GMG.
So, yeah, GMG. However she got with them, she chilling. So she asking them about us, like, so it's normal Brooklyn niggas like, yo, fuck the nigga, oh, fuck with them niggas, But me, I'm looking at it like when Pat telling me, I'm like, why the fuck she asking them about us? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, that shit ain't about nothing. I'm not really stressing the fact that niggas like, yo, man, fuck them niggas and all that. I'm not worried about that. You know what I mean? But the fact that, I mean, as far as me, niggas fuck with me. It's just that niggas ain't really fuck with son. Like, niggas know me. Niggas like, yo, flip out. But him, he ain't like the response that was given. Like, fuck that nigga. You know what I'm saying?
So she asked them GMG niggas, what's up with y'all? What's up with them niggas?
Yeah, like what's up with Papoose? Yeah, so niggas, he ain't like the response.
Okay.
Because I'm in the strap, be in the East and all that. You know what I mean? God bless my son, Mike Beck, Bill Blast. I be in the East, man. My son rocking them.
Right.
Like, I be in the East. Heavy.
So he didn't like
City Line and all that.
So he didn't like what was said.
He ain't like the response. He didn't like the response that was bestowed upon him as far as he was concerned.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I hate when niggas use the wrong words to express themselves, like unnecessarily. The words that were bestowed upon him, nigga, what? You mean what someone said to him? But so far, what I've gathered, I don't know if there's too much more value in this. He's basically laying out. Pap gave Remy the blicky. Okay. And I've honestly learning that, recently old girl came out and said that Remy wasn't the one that hit her, but she took the rap for it. but they paid her off not to say something. I'm wondering how much of all of this is involving him. Like, how much of the team did Remy actually hold down? How much did she actually, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was taking some serious L's.
Cause niggas ain't really know him for nothing. So like that the fuck, like niggas don't really fuck with that nigga. So that right there put a fucking chip on his shoulder because that's the woman you understand that.
And y'all hear, right? The people did not mess with him. They messed with Remy. Almost like she had more street credibility as well as just respect as an artist than he did. Interesting.
Right?
Yeah.
That put that chip
I'm
on his
absorbing
shoulder.
everything you're saying. Okay, he was offended or whatever. If she asked them, that was some rotten shit. That if she asked them about them, of course they're gonna say whatever they want to say, and he didn't have to.
Yeah, exactly. But you know what? I didn't even. You know why I wasn't mad at her? Because she's staticky. She with the shits, and she want to just, know she inquiring. I be in the street. She just, you know what I mean? She a fit. She want to know what's going on. Like I said, I wasn't. Niggas know what's up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't had no issue. But as far as him, that made his little ego, you know what I mean, a little offended. You know what I mean?
So essentially, it all started about some, it's kind of like some female shit.
I mean, yeah, that's how it essentially to me.
That's what it is. That's what you're describing to me.
Exactly. But listen, but dudes will try to say something else after things get out of hand. But me remembering that now, all of a sudden, I'm like, yo, Pat, because he's saying, yo, this nigga's still in the style. He sound like him and all that. Like he just got a problem with something. I'm like, boy, don't sound nothing like you, boy.
No, you sound nothing like you. No.
Word. So he mad at me like, yo, this nigga Flip like always got a problem with me because you know me, I'm not no yes man. I'm not gonna jack anything.
Right. So I'm
like, nah.
It turned into a music thing first because shit was coming on them DVDs and shit. So
yeah.
So he said something on a song?
Yeah, he was talking greasy. He was talking greasy. He always throwing shots. That's what he do. He talk greasy. That's what he do. He talk greasy and throw shots.
Okay. And then Murder said something, of course.
Yeah.
All right.
And then Murder said something, and then after that, you know what I mean, shit got, you know what I mean, a little stupid, a little silly.
But that situation that was described on the DVD, that was all real. That shit was all serious. How did it get quelled? How did y'all get past that?
I mean, me personally, I was locked up. So when I got locked up, me and the Genie, right, me and Moose, you know what I mean, I made a phone call home, cause boom, Uncle Murder, his little he got a baby brother. He was locked up too. You know what I'm saying? He was locked up at the time with my son Islam, twin. That's my man. He Muslim. You know what I'm saying? That's King. That's my son, but he official. He got family that's official, and you know what I mean? That's my son. So it was a lot of static going on. And he was like, that's his little man and shit, you know what I mean? He was letting me know that's his family and all that. So I'm like, yo, son ain't got nothing to do with that. But then his man came through, the Brown. When Debo Brown came through.
There used to be in the videos with him.
Debo Brown. So I'm like, yeah, what's up? Yeah. So you know what I mean? So boom, I'm locked up now.
Y'all was locked up together?
Yeah, no, he.
Okay, so I think that's enough from that because I mean, I think that was enough in all of this. And I feel like the guy who's interviewing him just wanted to hear about that part, but he's got to listen to this man talk about himself because whatever. But like that's a really interesting point. Like because I feel like he has Claressa out here taking L's for him as well. But obviously, with Remy, it was much more detrimental during that time because they didn't have the status and the money and stuff like that. Like this is interesting. Let me see. We have, I think this is them two again, but this is a little bit different. Hang on.
They said Pac said, "Let's die, boy." God bless Tupac. Like Fat Joe told that nigga, "Hey, yo, listen. I can't tell you where your watch at, but I can tell you where your gun at. You ain't getting that back." Classic shit.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, shout out to Fat Joe. White Van talk. White Van talk. World 2. Yo, listen, man. I took a gun, man, from Terror Squad at the Big L tribute. Not on no disrespectful shit, out of protocol. If you sit in the car, we sit in the car. We about to do the Big L tribute. Like we was eating pizza and shit. Me, Coogee Rap, and Pat. This is when we young. We young and wild. Fat Joe young. This is it. I got Jankster Juvie with me. This one, he wanted his name to be Thuggication. Juvie was with me. Pat was there.
Right.
Son left us in the car. You know, we already gripped up. We doing a Big L tribute, man. We spinning with Joe, and we have to live with. We live at the 560 store. Joe like grab what you want. Pat again, like yo, flip chill. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. Fat Joe said, grab what you want. You see these 560s and 80s and all this shit up here? The fuck are you talking about? Joe a rapper. Joe said, yo, we good. We with G-Rap. Hey, yo, anyway, so boom, son left us in the car. So I'm sitting in the car. I know it's staticky. So I'm just looking around for a light. I forgot what I was looking for. I opened the glove compartment. They say hammer in there. Hey, yo, boy. Cops could have rolled up with anything. You know the rules. That's gone. That hammer don't exist. Son came back, jumped in the car. We out. Yo, hold on. Hey, yo. Y'all seen the hammer here? I said, yo, boy, hold on. You had a sin in this fucking car, and you had a fucking hammer. I know you ain't violate like that. You know he took that, Lord. You know what he did? He was like, oh, nah, I'm bugging. He hit the stash spot, and there was another hammer in there. I said, oh, there you go. He was like, yeah, there you go. Got one, but that's protocol. You know, that's street shit. I did the right thing.
Wow.
When Fat Joe took that shit off his waist, his coward ass, man.
Where that happened?
Fronting. All you had to do, force Fat Joe said, do we have a problem? Because if you remember, he up there with 50 Cent after the shit happened when he went to Max B. 50 told about Joe, he laughed. Oh, kiki, acting like.
So I guess he's talking about the story that Fat Joe told on the radio scene that we played earlier, where there was a confrontation.
Doing all this shit with 50 when Fat Joe is staticky with 50. So Fat Joe went to ask him like a real nigga, because I'll be around you. Yo, do we got a problem?
And you talk about Joe asked Pap, do we got a problem?
That's all Joe said when he came in a hotel room. All Pap had to do was say, yo, Joe, nah, we don't have no issue. Joe say that shit all the time. That's the God honest truth.
Right.
Then Pap, and then after all this shit happened, he worried now because the chain, he had to come back and tell me and all that, looking like a little sad puppy again. So I'm like, yo, listen, man.
So
Fat Joe said he's not gonna say nothing about that shit.
Hold on, Flip. So when he asked him, is it a problem? Pap responded, we can make it a problem.
Yeah. Do you want a problem?
Do you want a problem?
Yeah, basically, do you want a problem? So now niggas, Fat Joe Mans is like, know what I mean? And then shit almost got spooky because, you know, this white vid talk. Some nigga tried to hold Pap down, like, yo, ain't nothing happening to Papoose. Clink. You know, Fat Joe, Terror Squad. Clink, 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 clink. Fat Joe like, chill, man. None of that. We ain't gonna do that. We ain't gonna do that. Son hosted that thing. Slow down, Turbo.
Right.
You just a snail with a motor on his back. You shitting me and shitting yourself. That's the question. Now back to the beginning. Do you want to make it a problem? And then you strapped out. When the guns came out, you ain't even back out and got niggas head bust. That's the type of nigga he is, man.
So how they get the pistol from him?
By going upside his head. After he didn't want to stand down and say he have a problem. And then he had
going upside Pap's head, Claressa. It sounds like your man has some problems.
a gun on his waist, because when the guns came out, nobody knew he had a gun because his never came out.
Starting to see a pattern. Starting to see
a pattern.
I'm starting to see a pattern with Fat Joe. And I'm starting to believe everything he's saying.
Listen, man, Terror Squad, man, is official, man.
He been telling these stories.
I fuck with them. I fuck with Pistol Pete, man. That's my man, man. Like, for real, man. I know Percy in them. Like, them nigga, like, you know, it's they keep it regular, man.
Made it
like
to the DVDs or like that.
From that place.
That never made it to the it to the DVD.
Fat Joe was not going to address the issue. He wasn't going to, he was having a problem with Rem. Pap wanted to be superhero. He told him he wasn't going to say nothing. Pap on the front like he snuffed Joe, beat him up, had a black guy posting false narratives and doing all this shit and got himself exposed.
Hold on. That's what I was.
I begged him don't do that. He did not listen to his counselor.
Back then, it was that he swung on him or something like that. That's what was on the DVDs.
Yeah, you acting like You acting like just like with the same shit with the Uncle Murder situation. You saying shit like, yo, I hit him with the bat, I hit him with the bat. Where did you ain't hit nobody with no bat that we saw? They edited the video. Yeah, they must have did a lot of editing. Because boy, I told that nigga, do not say that shit. Do not do that. You gonna still do the shit. Me and Moose both told him, do not do that shit with Joe. Do not do it. You still do this shit anyway. You know what I mean? But they forgave him, you know what I mean? He in the loop. He's son now. He good money. Word. It's just weird. Don't slander my name. Cause like I said, Persian them niggas, my name is Terrence Farris. You know, it's the difference when people don't even use their real name. I don't have to duck anything. Like,
why did he say snitch?
I don't understand. Why would he go that route? But listen, when they pressing him like, you know me, I be making noise and shit. Like, yo, how come you don't fuck with Flip? You can't tell Remy that you ain't fuck with me because you're baby moms and you married and you holding a grudge against me against a woman that you're not even supposed to be in love with. You know what I mean? So he ain't used that. So now he came up with something different. And it had to be something detrimental to justify his actions towards me. And I guess that was the only way out. But, you know, Fat Joe and them going to want to do their due diligence. Pistol Pete, like Mike Beck and Bill Blast, Ike Polo, Slice Black, Edward Mudrow, these guys are turned over in a grave. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying, man? And even more that's locked up for me to take the route of, I'd rather be a civilian than snitch on somebody.
Okay, I'm glad you got a chance to clear that up. I didn't know that part, so.
Yeah, I told that. That's why I wanted to tell you and everything. So I was a little, you know, because.
Okay, they say rewind that. All right, so let me try to rewind it. But the way I can't really tell how far to go back. Okay, I'll start right here. Because this, he's getting on my nerves.
Different. And it had to be something detrimental to justify his actions towards me.
Wait, it got to be a
little. And I guess that was the only way out.
A little bit before that. Hang on.
He's son now. He good money. Word. It's just weird. Don't slander my name. Cause like I said, Persian them niggas, my name is Terrence Farris. You know, it's the difference when people don't even use their real name. I don't have to duck anything. Like,
why did he say snitch?
I don't understand. Why would he go that route? But listen, when they pressing him like, you know me, I be making noise and shit. Like, yo, how come you don't fuck with Flip? You can't tell Remy that you ain't fuck with me because you're baby moms and you married and you holding a grudge against me against a woman that you're not even supposed to be in love with. You know what I mean? So he ain't used that. So
the baby moms, that's what we talking about, y'all. Okay, we got another receipt coming after this. So he's talking about the baby moms. That's child. Okay, let me rewind a little bit more. Let me rewind one more time, just a little bit.
But they forgave him. You know what I mean? He in the loop. He's son now. He good money. Word. It's just weird. Don't slander my name. Cause like I said, Persian them niggas, my name is Terrence Farris. You know, it's the difference when people don't even use their real name. I don't have to duck anything. Like,
why did he say snitch?
I don't understand. Why would he go that route? But listen, when they pressing him like, you know me, I be making noise and shit. Like, yo, how come you don't fuck with Flip? You can't tell Remy that you ain't fuck with me because you're baby moms and you married and you holding a grudge against me against a woman that you're not even supposed to be in love with. You know what I mean? So he ain't used that. So now he came up with something different. And it had to be something detrimental to justify his actions towards me. And I guess that was the only way out. But, you know, Fat Joe and them going to want to do their due diligence. Pistol Pete, like Mike Beck and Bill Blast, Ike Polo, Slice Black, Edward Mudrow, these guys are turned over in a grave. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying, man? And even more that's locked up for me to take the route of, I'd rather be a civilian than snitch on somebody.
Okay, I'm glad you got a chance to clear that up. I didn't know that part, so.
Yeah, I told that. That's why I wanted to tell you and everything. So I was a little, you know, because, you know, when you call somebody a snitch, that's like inviting them to the Frank stand. You know me and you.
So in this case, him being a snitch would be him basically telling Remy that Pap was messing around with his baby mama or still has some issues there. Keep that in mind. Let me see what else he got to say. I think it's just like a minute left in this, and then we got a receipt.
Wanted to talk and expose his character, but when he did that, it kind of I had to really reevaluate because the anger that I felt like I'm KAR for real. You know what I'm saying? So to incorporate that on the side of my name was a real slight, and I had to pray on it. And like I said, I had to just say, what, God knows, God did, and God bless. Like I said, I'm in Soundhouse Studio, comfortable environment, so created for people to flourish. I got the Button Bottle Bar around the corner. Things are starting to incorporate, you know what I mean? I'm about to have a lot of good DJs in there. We about to start moving and shaking, so I'm not going nowhere. I'm staying alive. I'm healthy. I'm in the best shape of my life. I'm feeling like Rocky.
Bro. Ha!
They say
Awkward silence. Dude didn't have nothing to say.
you slept with his ex.
Yeah, that was the narrative. That was the full narrative.
Well, I'm glad you got a chance to get it off your chest. We have been putting this off for a minute now. Shit, I'm do what I got to do. Make sure you heard and shit. I appreciate you for coming through and shit, my nigga. A lot of
Well, that was a lot. Hold on a second. I have to put my phone on do not disturb because all my devices ring. Yeah. So that was a lot. Now here's the thing. So he's obviously talking about the baby mom, right? Because he literally said that. So I don't know if you guys remember this, but let me pull this up real quick because Remy showed a receipt that Pap tried to say was doctored and edited, right? Let me see. I think this is the first one, right? And the date of this message is August 7th, 2014, which would have been around the time that this dude would have been talking about. Okay. So she's kind of, got the words covered up with was cooking for him, helping him with money. And of course, effing then started ghosting her when I got out and telling me she's a liar and just wants him back. Sounds familiar. And so in the receipt, the lady's obviously, sending a picture or whatever. She owns booty shorts or something. And she says, thank you. I couldn't help it. LOL, you're not responding. It's funny now. So more than likely, this is the baby mama. Okay. Well, it is the baby mama based on the message that came after that, which is this one. Right. And again, it's dated August 7th, 2014. On top of it, it says, I came home August 1st, 2014. Okay. This was Mr. Perfect with one of his baby mamas. She ain't do shit to me recently, so I won't post everything. Okay. And so she sent him a picture that has to be like bleeped out because it's explicit, right? So it says, that's for Father's Day and for answering the phone that wasn't hard. Erase after this. And then she says, can you call me? Can you call me? And he's saying, okay, thanks. Now remember, Remy got out August 1st. This is dated August 7th. This is one of the baby moms. So dude validated this in 2000. I mean, it's literally uploaded to YouTube like 2015, 2016. Okay. And Remy didn't show the messages until last year. So this is that faithful man. Okay. That for whatever reason, Claressa thinks that this man won't lie to her, but he lied to Remy, cheated on Remy with the baby mamas. And then not to forget, Topanga, said what she said as well. Her name is Topaz, but her social media handle is Topanga. And she said she said all this, that they too were messing. Now they don't have no kids. So he was messing with the baby mama and he was messing with Topaz at the same time. Okay. So this is the one, and in case y'all forgot, this is I want to clear the air because I'm honestly confused why something from over 15 years ago is being recycled. I think this is when people were saying that she had a kid by him, and she talked about, them being in a relationship. Okay, we read this 100 times. So ain't nobody lying on this dude. He just kept getting caught up. Not to mention, and this is going to be a little bit more in my little mini doc that I'm doing on him. I go ahead and tell you guys a little bit about this, but the bitches that he cheat with outside of just being, the baby mamas or whatever, these are women that they're working on projects with. He's working with these women. Okay. These are people that he's quote unquote doing business with. Khadijah. I'm just saying, there's a pattern here. There's a pattern. He knows how to have a relationship with a woman that is supposed to be a business relationship while he's also out here playing in her face with whoever the primary person is supposed to be. When I realized that he was messing around with one of the ladies and working with her on some, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, the stuff that they were working on was on some freak shit. Okay, on some club freaky shit. Okay, so Pap has done a really good job of masking exactly what kind of man he is. He's done a really good job of that. So yeah, and even in the and I apologize for this, but I'm not gonna be able to go over that live that I was telling you tonight. But I promise I will do it tomorrow because I'm starting to get a migraine. But Remy said that much. Remy is also validating this in one of her lives because she talked about how she knew he was cheating on her. She knew he was messing with the baby mama. Dude just said she knew that he was messing with the baby mama. Remy just said also not only in the text messages, but also on the live that she was just mad that she beat the woman up because she was mad, but she always knew it was true. So, yeah. That's crazy. That is crazy. Like this, like the way that she really thinks that she knows somebody better than someone that's been dealing with him for 20 years is insane to me. Absolutely insane. But that's why men like Papoose love to get with women that are young and dumb because they can run circles around them. It's insane. Absolutely insane. Okay, let me answer some of these super chats. Lord have mercy. 504, she says ashy lips look like Claressa's diaper rash chest in that pic with the drunk James Brown fried perm. I'm not doing this with you, 504. Okay. Phyllis, thank you so very much, Phyllis. She says, Remy been carrying Pap for a long time. She was the one throwing bricks. Yes. And doing what Pap should have been. She did the bid, came out and got her money up. Pap is soft. He's soft, he's weak, and I mean, he's straight beta. Okay. Shout out to Andrea. Thank you. She says hit the like button, show support the stream. Thank you very much, love. And Monica said, hold on. I didn't know it didn't come up there. Monica said he's always mixing business with pleasure. That's his pattern. That's his pattern. That is his pattern. That is definitely his pattern. And look, y'all, I'm sorry, but I'm this migraine is building. I went in I got some pain medicine a few minutes while that video was playing and it's not calming down yet. So I am very sorry to have to shut it down early, but I promise I will call y'all tomorrow, but I can't handle a live stream. The lights and stuff like that are bothering you with this migraine building. So my apologies for ending early, but I promise I will call y'all tomorrow. Okay. I promise to call tomorrow. So, other than that, I definitely appreciate you guys coming through. This is what so far what we got into with this is Pap gave her the gun. It was her gun. I mean, his gun. He was definitely a cheater. Rem was always the one on the forefront when it came to hustling, when it came to getting in these streets, even when it came to what she was doing lyrically and in rap music. It is my belief that he has always been jealous of her. Always. Okay. And when you're dealing with somebody like him, that's dangerous. All right, y'all. I am going to get out of here. I will see you guys in the morning. This headache is killing me. I'll call y'all tomorrow though. Love y'all so much.